But I'm blessed, bro. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're doing well too. And this table is making a lot of noise. I think it needs some WD-40. But we'll call her pretty soon. Her name is Miss Brightside. Um, she has been through a lot, and I I feel honored to be able to listen to her story and let you all listen to as well. What up, Seattle? I understand this may not be something for every one of y'all to listen to. Oh, Peter, you're a funny guy. uh, this may not be something interesting to any of you, but this is more so for, my platform. I'm not looking for any shine, but this platform is for people who have had serious experiences and to expose those that are exploiting those that are in vulnerable positions. Convictions are hard to get. I'm just now starting out with all of this, but I can already see from the two cases that I'm dealing with that it's pretty difficult, but it's possible. So just work with us. If you have any kind of criticism, reach out respectfully. We don't mind listening. All right, we're gonna give Miss Brightside a call right now.
Hey.
Hold on. Where's everybody from? Who's Aaron MG?
Hello?
Miss Brightside, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Great.
We're here on live on YouTube right now. Um, Giving you a call so you can share things. Are you in the snow or are you in the sunshine right now?
Right now, sunshine. I went through some snow a little while ago.
A little snow a little while ago. It looks like we have some people on the west coast, Idaho. I know Idaho gets some snow. I'm not sure how it's looking right now. You want to introduce yourself? Can everybody hear her? Hello? Y'all remember that Mr. Melendez battle? Let's try that again. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear
Hey.
me?
Yes.
All right. Are you able to turn your volume up some?
Is that any better at all?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that any better? I'm yelling at this camera like I'm a senior citizen.
That's funny.
I'm sorry. This is all fairly new to me, so. Can you
I
hear
got a
me now,
tablet, so it,
Cletus?
it may change up.
Okay. All right, right on. They say they can hear. Okay. So I did let them know that your name and everything, and that you have been through quite a bit. I didn't get into detail, of course, because that's what this whole interview is for. But I did want to know if you wanted to introduce yourself and go into any detail about anything upcoming before we get into this.
Well, the basic introduction is my name is Christy. I go by Brightside. I'm starting a podcast to discuss some things about life and overcoming challenges. Because if I can't do anything else, I'm very good at that. So that'll be all for now. More will be forthcoming.
Okay. Can everybody hear that fine? Is that good? I don't want to get too much into this without it being heard.
Yeah, because it's going to go down. I'm going to be candid.
Sorry about that. All right. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. So, the first question that we have here is what is the earliest age you can remember the abuse starting?
I was either 2 or 3 is my very first memory. I know that I was a toddler because I remember being picked up and set on a It was like an end table, like the corner of a nightstand in a bedroom.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Do you feel like going into uh into a little bit of what happened, and standing on the night table, or is that a little too touchy at this time?
It's always touchy, but I'll speak on it. I believe I was true. I remember the shoes and socks that I had on. I remember the clothes that I had on. Um, I remember how small I was and being picked up. And whoever it was, I think it was one of my oldest brothers. I didn't know him that well because he had just been introduced to the family. My dad had been married prior to my mom, and he had older children. Long story short, I think it was one of them because of other things that happened later, and also because of his age. Because whoever that man was, I think he was an adult or close to being an adult when I was that young. Because
Right.
when he picked me up and put me on the nightstand, my head was at eye level of his private part. And he was trying to make me do things then that I didn't understand what was going on. But I remember moving my face trying to stop it because none of it felt right. It didn't. It was just off. But I didn't know right from wrong or what was going on. But I definitely remember that happening.
Wow.
And that was the beginning of a long, long journey.
What do you mean exactly by what kind of journey?
Mostly fighting and violence and trying to protect what innocence I could my entire childhood. From then on, um, things were happening. A lot of it I know that I choose not to remember, but some of it I can't help but remember. But what the most vivid memories that I do have of the majority of my childhood is I did not like nighttime. I did not like my bedroom door being open because I would be pulled out at night and different things would happen to me in the dark. And that made me very, very violent. I became a tomboy. I would rather fight boys than do girly things, hair and makeup. And I still do enjoy being a girl, but I did not like what it meant to me being a female meant weakness. And so most of my childhood was like that.
My word. Um, did you have issues dating because you were a tomboy?
No. And I didn't have issues because I was dating because I was a tomboy. Um, I had issues with dating because I was unattractive. But I was led to believe I was highly unattractive. So I didn't have issues with dating for being a tomboy, no.
Okay. Were there others in your family that were abused?
I didn't know when I was a child, but I found out later on that that same brother that I believe was doing bad then, because he continued on throughout my childhood. He also molested one of my brothers, my other brother, and one of my sisters. But I didn't know any of that as a child. As a child, I was mostly terrified of being home at night, and I was terrified of being home during the day because my older sister was doing what I call war games. She hated me and would do all kinds of things to torture me all day. The only place I felt safe was at church.
Can you go into detail a little bit about, and not too much, just some of the things that your sister did to you?
Well, I don't know why she hated me so much, but she used to do this thing where she would choke me until I passed out. Usually it would be with some type of item, mostly the kitchen chair. And she would beat me until I couldn't move, and she'd pin my arms down with the chair, lean the chair back, and choke me until I passed out. And she would do that all day. And other things that she would do, if I would hide from her, she would get a broom and use the handle to stab the broom at me if I'm hiding under the bed or under the table or things like that. So what I learned to do end table, the old wooden one, so it's shaped like a stop sign. It's an octagon, and the arm was swaying out. I would hide in that for like 4 or 5 hours, and I trained my stomach not to growl, so it would give me away, and I would just do that until people came home that I could actually halfway trust. But it was
Right.
crazy stuff like that.
Right. Because that trust, especially at that age, is very important, although it was
Mm-hmm.
damaged so much.
Mm-hmm.
As a child, did you meet any other children that were victims as well?
Not of sexual abuse that I knew of, but what it did to me, it made me more protective of other kids. I would fight other kids all the time. I tolerated no bullying. I don't care what a person looked like, what race they were, what was going on. I had zero tolerance for bullying. And so I would get in trouble at school because of that. I couldn't take that. So I don't know about that type of abuse, but yeah, it was bad.
Uh, at what age did you realize that what they were doing was wrong?
For sure, I knew when I was 6 or 7. That's what made me fight more and become more of a tomboy and didn't want to be a girl or be seen as weak. So I knew it was wrong, but it was all about what I could do about it. I felt powerless.
Right. What was it about 6 or 7 that made you realize it was wrong?
I don't know. I think part of me always, I didn't know if it was wrong. I know that I didn't like it, and it had to be wrong because of the way they were acting. I was telling my mom, I was telling people in the family, I talked too much. And at the time, the way they acted is like nobody believed in me. And so the whole secrecy behind it made me realize there had to be more to it.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Once you became an adult, did you inform any family members?
Yes,
What was their
that's when,
what was
what
their
was it, what?
what was their reaction? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mother acted like she didn't know. Come to find out, she knew the whole time. My brother basically committed suicide, and he died on my birthday. He was my best friend. He's the one who taught me how to fight. One time he came in and saw my sister torturing me, and after then he made it his duty to teach me to fight, and he taught me to fight. Taught me to fight really well too. But that's the brother who was also getting a lesson that I didn't find out until I was an adult, and that's another reason why I think he spiraled out of control because he didn't know what to do with the pain.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of people deal with that and harbor that internal pain and guilt sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Um, and it can be very overwhelming. Um,
yeah.
has it influenced how you view life or a certain type of person?
It's influenced every part of my life in ways that I'm aware of, and I'm coming to find out that it's also influenced my life in ways that I'm not aware of. That guilt that you just said a minute ago, I didn't realize that I felt guilty until you asked about doing this interview. And that's when I realized that I had to forgive myself. We know
Right,
that as children we had nothing to do with it, but that
right,
does not stop us from hurting ourselves because of what was done to us.
right, right, right. And a lot of people don't understand that. That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Um, man, we can expand on that a lot. Um,
Yeah.
what do you think could have been done to help you, um, and or what do you think can be done to help those in that predicament now?
What could have been done then and now, in my opinion, is support.
What kind of
If
support?
someone would have listened to me, if someone would have told me it's going to be okay, if someone would have in any way acted as though they gave a damn, that would have helped. It would have been well along the way of healing. Because I think when that is done to you, especially as a child, it basically kills the person you could have been.
Right.
So what is alive in you instead still needs to be loved. It needs to be forgiven. It needs to know that we're not a monster. It's not your fault. There's nothing that you did to have incited a response like that. It's not your fault. So basically, it's
Hello? Oh, snap.
what needs to happen with people who are going through it. It doesn't cost anything to show a person you care. It doesn't.
What's the best way someone can show their love or care, knowing that there are several languages they say of love? So
Ask
how?
them.
So you said I remember one of the key things that you said is listening. So,
Yes.
and I know active listening is a problem for a lot of people, meaning being able to listen, take action with what you heard, and showing
Mm-hmm.
that you heard what you were listening to.
Right.
Woo! But
Man, that's big.
yeah. So
Uh,
um, I that's what other ways can people show that they care? What if they don't? What if they want to understand but don't understand? Should they just?
pretend? No. They should just ask. Whether it's a child or an adult, depending on the type of relationship you have, tell them the truth. I don't know how to help you. I just want you to not hurt anymore. I know I can't make the hurt go away. Just let that person know that you care. Let them know that even if you don't understand what they went through, you're there to listen. And if you have questions, ask them, is it okay if I ask questions? I just want to understand. And believe it or not, sharing their pain will go a very, very long way. That's why I was determined to do this interview, because I know that I need to heal. This affected me in too many ways to this day.
And I really appreciate it. I let everybody know how honored I was even beforehand. And I'm letting you know how honored I am that you chose to share your story with me and everybody else. Um, I'm of the belief that, if we're able to get through it, those provide us life tools. And there's a lot of people that don't have these tools to be able to cope. And those mechanisms are important for a lot of
Yeah.
people. So, does anybody have any questions for Ms. Brightside at this moment? Let's see if anything comes across the screen. And also, while we're waiting right now, if you want to give them information to how to contact you, I do have that information also in the description of the video. If you
Okay.
need it, if you don't see it there, you can always send me a DM on Instagram. But if you want to let them know now,
My Instagram handle is Brightside Inc. INC. My email address, the number 4, mynewme at gmail.com. Um, Feel free to contact me with any questions, any suggestions. I have done a full life transformation where I have transformed my thinking. I have transformed how I love, my ability to receive love. I have transformed my money. I have transformed my relationships, and I'm still working on that because it's terrifying allowing yourself to be vulnerable and hoping, believing that there are good people out there. And so it's not going to be easy, but I promise you it'll be worth it.
we
So if
thank
you have
you.
questions, I'll do that.
Okay, and we have a. I hope y'all were listening to that. This, like I said, this is gonna go back up on YouTube. It'll be edited some, so we can take out my ums. But we have a question. Someone wanted to know: have you been to any counseling?
No, I have not been to counseling, but I think about it a lot. I actually want to do some counseling just to glue together the pieces of myself that I feel that I have put back together, just to see and feel more whole. I have not, but I would like to.
Okay. Any other questions at this time? It looks like not. Um, Once again, I want to thank you so very much for sharing this moment with us. Um, and I will talk to you later on.
I look forward to it. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. I appreciate y'all showing up. Um, phone call's over. But I appreciate y'all that did show up. And thank you so very much for your support. Hope y'all take care. Have a good day.